All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to a brand new episode of With a Side of Chaos. This is Patricio, a.k.a. Rocky, and the dude who went back to his house and back in under 30 minutes, Sadagas Aaron. How the fuck are you, bro?
I'm doing all right, man.
Did you run or drive?
I drove.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it took me an extra while to find the not thing I didn't have, and then I was like, I put this thing over it, and I sound like I'm going through puberty again, so I don't know if I really want that kind of... You know what I mean? It sounds like an old baseball. You know what I mean? Throw to third.
But no,
throw to third.
Actually, when did you hit puberty, Aaron?
It was before you, because I am definitely a man.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
you're gonna go down that route?
I don't know. What do you want me to say? I'm an asshole, and we're in a sports bar. You son of a bitch.
Well, okay. So since we're in a sports bar, then I can talk to you like a fucking man and ask you when was your first pube?
When was my first pube? Oh, right after I was born, because like I said, I'm a fucking man. However, the counteracting, my face didn't grow hair until I was 26, so that makes me a fuckboy for most of my Justin Bieber early lives.
That's a fair and valid assessment, man.
I'm glad that guy gets to play Two-Face in Batman now.
But how you been, man?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Everything is just swimming. I can't wait to tell you on Wednesday what I did on Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
Yeah, it is Wednesday. Holy shit, I need to stop doing drugs.
Because you and I, it was funny. You and I were in very two different worlds, but we were having so much fun.
Yeah, we'll call it fun. I'll tell our guests after the show, but I'm going to tell you guys a story on Friday. It's going to make you go, "What the fuck, you goddamn weird son of a bitch? Why do you sign on to do this freelance work, you fucking weirdo? God." You're fucking queer. Yeah, I get all of this all the time. They're not simultaneous with the job. I just get it all the time walking down the street. But
no, I gotta say, when you and I were talking, like, I'll talk about mine real quick. I went to go see A Murderer this week.
Yeah, how is that? What's the ambiance behind A Murderer? Is it all true crime like they say on the fucking podcast, or is it all like, I'm a murderer?
Well, look,
daunting music plays.
To be fair.
To be fair, I don't give a... You don't have to be fair. He's a fucking person. He's a killer. Fuck him. There's no fairness.
Here's the thing.
I'd rip his balls off if he gave me an opportunity.
Aaron, you are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Yeah, but public opinion wins, so fuck him.
God damn, you're on fucking fire. But no, I got to go to talk to someone this week who is charged with a manslaughter and second-degree murder.
Yeah, so that's an immediate ball rip-off from me, so they can't reproduce.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah? Okay, all right.
But with all that being said, bro, you know what? We are in a loud establishment, and we're not in studio today, are we?
No, this is not the law offices of Aaron Morris who sponsor us. This is where the promo, right?
Yeah.
That's where you put. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
that's where I would put the promo at. But no, we
don't have a promo.
We're not at the office, but we are somewhere where I think these guys have seen me drunk. I've never passed out here. I passed out at Burton's and I passed out everywhere else, but I don't think I passed out here.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm still alive, because someone here knows me from my drinking age, and Burton's, and not even you have that right.
I don't.
Cheers.
But with all that being said and done, we are bringing in this crazy trio, the owners and managers of Cavo's Bar and Kitchen here in Thornton Park. We're gonna start off with Butch. We got Johnny, and we got Mark right here in Cavo's. How y'all doing today, guys?
Good. What's up, guys? Good to see you.
Right back at you, man. Once again, I've said it before, and I'm going to say it probably like 3 or 4 more times. Thank you so much for letting us do this episode here. It's been kind of like you said earlier, like in a year of us trying to do this shit.
Yeah, we're glad to have you guys back, man. Really excited.
No, thanks. Once again, thanks for having us. But no, dude.
I remember this last version of the show. I had to sit at home like I was the fucking computer geek who was going to solve all the problems, because I was just having a manic depressive episode and I couldn't be on the podcast. I was like, Pat, I can't hear anything, you stupid asshole.
You can hear everybody but me. I was the one that was counted out.
Yeah.
Middletown shit. I get it all the time.
We have a straitjacket in the back.
Jan Brady and his family.
I could have been here the whole time.
Yeah, we just wanted to staple to the wall. You would have been fine.
I got medication now. We're good.
But no,
we're not. So, cheers.
The last time we did this episode, it was a different co-host on here.
I just joined,
and you had just joined, and this is probably about a year and a half ago. This is, I think, when everything just started opening back up after COVID.
Yeah, when you started getting nominated for Podcast of the Year, that's when I joined. Yeah.
But no, actually, that is a subject that we are going to talk about later on in the show. But I want to reach out and talk to the guys real quick in regards to what has happened in the past year and a half? Because the last time we did this episode was in late 2020 when everything started opening back up and we were able to start doing our thing. What has happened since then for Cavos and you guys?
Not a whole lot.
That was a great catch-up, guys. So Pat's gay. I don't know.
Just going through emotions, trying to keep the business moving forward and keeping the doors open, and keeping people happy, and it's just everything we're trying to do, just to get through the hell that we just went through.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's 2 steps forward, 5 steps back, 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. So
a large part too was having Johnny come back and join us on the workforce, even though he's been our partner since day one. When you guys were first here, Johnny owned a pizzeria in Daytona.
Okay.
And he was pretty much down there solo, with the help of a few friends and family. But he had to commute from Orlando to Daytona every day. And it took a little bit longer for him to sell the business, as you can imagine, during COVID. But now that we have him full force, we're doing really well, and glad to have him back.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, we were adjusting your levels behind the scenes.
That's all good.
But yeah, dude, what kept you coming back and forth from Daytona to Orlando? I couldn't do that.
Money.
Yeah.
Straight up. But like the last couple of years have been like a boxing match, man. Just stick and move. Try not to get knocked out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get to the next round. That's what we've been looking at it. We're sports guys. So we've been looking at it like that. Just keep sticking and moving, man.
So while you were out in Daytona, since this is not a professional podcast, did you ever have the opportunity to go to the Turn-A-Nog out there?
No. I did not. But one of my interview questions was, do you smoke meth? No joke.
That was an entry-level question.
Entry-level question.
Entry-level. They ask you if you want a caliente if you're a man. I don't know why I'm going with the man thing tonight.
Yeah, no, for real.
I'm the man.
No, I gotta say, yeah, there is questionable things that happen in Daytona. Like I've only been there in the past probably like 2 years, probably like twice, and one of them was with you.
Yeah, I go almost monthly to a place only for 3 hours, and I drive right back because it's more fun to do 3 hours in Daytona than it is to do the entire vacation with a family there, because I don't want to do that. No one wants that.
Dude, I swear to God, every time I go to Daytona, I feel like my credit score goes down like 2 points.
It does, and you automatically have an opiate addiction when you leave.
I know.
and you get points taken off your record because of you're around so many people who have DUIs.
Yeah.
Just by association. It's like China.
Well, I think in Daytona, like a minimum of 1 DUI to like make it past high school.
A very popular statement that Zach Bennett, a very funny comedian, said out there. We only have one comedian who can drive. The rest of them have DUIs. And that's why everybody in Daytona rides a bike. It's not an eco-friendly city. We just can't fucking drive. That's Zach Bennett.
That explains it all.
Yep.
Holy shit.
There you go. So why not do coke?
Industry.
Everyone there.
Did you just solve global warming?
No.
Give everybody opioids?
Jesus. But no.
Gordon Ramsay work here?
I think in the last time that we were here, someone was about to have a baby or just had a baby in that time frame.
That would have been me, yep.
How's that been, man?
It's been babylicious.
Is that your first, or like is this like
It's number 2, man.
God damn.
Did he miss your
Yeah.
Facebook post a few weeks ago?
What happened?
Did he miss your Facebook post a few weeks ago with Luca in the back seat?
Oh, yeah. You didn't see that one?
No.
Yeah, he dropped a bomb on me on my way to the supermarket. Had a full diarrhea blowout in the back of the car.
Oh, shit. Yes, I did see that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's
Shorts.
real life, pal, yeah.
Mom
It came
keeps
out
it.
like a perfect poop emoji, too. It just came out the front and was like kind of like blocking his little dong, and it was like a perfect little poop emoji.
I called Marky something about work, and I'm like, and he's just yelling and screaming. He's like, dude, I gotta get in the shower.
My mom keeps asking me when am I gonna have kids. I go, did you see what your other son posted today? What the hell do I want fucking kids for?
I'm just going to... Mom, I'll eat my vegetables. Fuck off.
But you might have some kids.
I probably got a couple running around. I don't know.
We are in Lake Hill. I'm sure some of mine as well. Some of us might have been in the same room before and after.
Who knows?
But I remember last time when we were doing this episode, we had everyone tell like an embarrassing story about the other one. And I know since then, literally shit has hit the fan. And I know everyone has gone on their crazy adventures and stuff like that. But Johnny, I want to ask you, what has been either the craziest or the most embarrassing moment for these two guys, for either Butchie or Mark, in the last year and a half?
I can't talk about the craziest.
When he asked me that question, man, I had to think
really
about
have
it.
no shame in our game, man. Like I really we own whatever we do. So if we're like, if something's embarrassing to other people or what, it's usually not embarrassing to us. We just laugh at each other and just like, let's own it.
And if we do something, there's obviously alcohol involved. So you're asking me to pull from a memory bank that just isn't fucking there.
These are the guys that come after NFL game day back to work with a hangover and do not give a fuck. Start power pounding at fucking noon, you pussy bitch. You know what I mean?
I can't do that no more, man, dude. I try to do like drinking at noon on Sunday fun day, dude. I have so many regrets from this
I caught your
weekend.
moves on Sunday this week.
Dude, I was so fucked up. I was beyond fucked up on Sunday.
You're like, come on, we're going. I'm like, buddy, I've got to go back to the bar, man. I ain't going to make it with you.
Burton's trip.
What are the
Whiskey
things?
Dick.
Yeah.
Whiskey Lose.
Whiskey Lose.
Thank God for Uber.
I got lucky because when I was hardcore drinking, I never made it to lose until the ugly stages. So I felt like I was.
So what's that, like 8:30 in the morning?
That's a 7 a.m. Yeah. Because I'm an adult.
You're a man.
And we didn't Uber, so I bike rode there.
Dude,
I was born with pubes. I drink at 7 in the morning.
You're goddamn right. That sounds like Sinatra.
I'm 45. I'm probably older than all you guys, man. Like back in the day, back in my day, I had to wait for a cab. So when you realize that you're that fucked up, now you're waiting another hour and 40 minutes for Mears to show up and pick you up.
And you're falling asleep on a curb waiting for him to come get you.
Unbelievable, man.
That's when Lake Eola put up those "no sleeping in the park" signs.
Yeah, they worked real well.
Freaking John fucked it up for all of us. But no, earlier this week, I saw a post from you guys, and it was the three of y'all somewhere. And I know we talked about a little bit about this over the weekend before we set up this show. But like, are you guys willing or wanting to talk about it now?
I mean, we got something coming up.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
it's still in the works.
It's going to be a pizza place.
Yeah,
Everybody knows what the address is because Marky is so popular. His post just blew up and got shared 30-something times,
Well,
a million comments,
if we didn't people want to know about it, we wouldn't put the post out. But we're not getting into real,
Details.
in detail with a lot of things. But
we don't know yet.
Shit. Man,
we got it. I'm we don't know what we're going to do.
still working on the menu myself. Both of us are.
It's going to be a pizza shop.
It's going to be a pizza shop.
Plain and simple, it's going to be a pizza shop. We're just going to give, same thing these guys did here, give everybody a taste of Philly. Give them a taste of Philly in the Bronx here.
I was just about to say that, because the menu here and the environment here is, how would I say, it's kind of split.
Yeah.
And mind you, I'm from Chicago, so don't know shit about your town, but like I feel comfortable enough to just freaking pass out outside.
Well, so that was our whole thing here is like we all live in Thornton Park. We've adopted this as our hometown, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so we
Raising
wanted a
families
neighborhood
here.
joint. So we just give you what we had in our neighborhood up there here.
Yeah.
So it's a neighborhood joint. It's a Thornton Park place. It's like
Yeah.
you got, when people come in from Philly, like, oh my God, this reminds me of home. Yeah, it's our home now. You know what I mean? And it reminds everybody in the neighborhood of home.
Yeah.
It definitely has a different aesthetic than other Florida businesses. You go in there and they have a certain feel. You guys definitely have a different feel than many other places.
We're kind of all over the place a little bit, to be honest with you. Like it is got that Northeast Philly, New York feel to it, but like we don't want to make it just that. Like, because if you're just that, then you kind of cut out a lot of your other clientele.
You
know what I mean? Like for instance,
Which
football.
happen to be our friends.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, no shit. Like football season. It's we always have the sound on for the Birds or the Giants, but if there's 25 Dolphins fans in here, they're getting a lot more TVs. You know what I mean? Like we're not like, oh, we're an Eagles bar, we're a Giants bar. Like we're not doing it like that. Stupid. The only thing we won't do is anything for Dallas Cowboy fans. Fuck that.
Fuck the Cowboys.
You know what? I had a person in Chicago, Illinois about 20 years ago. I didn't know anything about football. I just know Bears games were really fucking cold.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
That's that Midwest chill, man. That's a little different than the Northeast.
Yeah. Same wind current. They just got angry and split at that point. You know what I mean?
Canadian lake snow.
We got Chelsea in the comments saying "Fly Eagles fly."
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
But no, All right, taking a spin off off of sports right there for a second. I saw an article this week, and it kind of like blew my mind in regards that Shaq is ready to fucking buy the Magic.
Come on in,
God,
baby.
I hope.
Yeah, come on, baby.
God, I hope so.
Do you feel
What? Shaq buying the Mets?
no
Magic.
No, the Magic. The Magic.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Why
Hopefully
not?
the Mets
He's a huge goofball. Why the fuck not? Let's just do it.
He's a good businessman.
Absolutely.
I tell you what, he would fill that stadium every night.
Oh my fucking god! Like being able to see Shaq down on the sideline. I mean, the court side, or like knowing that he's there. Like I'm gonna go. I would totally go
Absolutely.
to a Magic game.
Yeah.
I probably won't even need to buy like the even half price tickets from StubHub. You know what I mean? I can get them for like $8 now for like 4 in food stamps. You know what I mean? That's the value of a Magic ticket.
We go
so
to
let's do it.
We go to a lot of Magic games. You know, every year we support the Magic. Obviously, we live here. You know, the Magic and all the local teams we always support. You know, but man, if Shaq bought them,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, it'd be really, really, really good for the organization because right now they need some help.
Yeah, if I was able to make that comment, no one backtracked me. Hey, the best thing about Amway is they got a lot of food options.
Yeah.
So I got Dottie in the comments right now saying, "Love you, Cavs."
Dottie McNichols.
Yep, Dottie
Aunt
McNichols.
Dot. What's up, Aunt Dot?
Love you, Aunt Dot.
And I love it because like when the last time we did the show, I think we had like just family and friends from like your guys' hometown just like checking in, throwing in comments, and I fucking love that shit.
Yeah.
I forgot about that last time. Remember,
Yeah,
our cousins were listening.
Yeah, we got
sorry
banned.
sorry for the language out there,
Yeah.
everyone.
Cavallini's are a big deal.
But John, since like we talked to the brothers last time, I want to dive in a little bit with you real quick.
Yeah, please do. Focus on him.
You being here in Thornton Park, you being from the Bronx, you said, right?
Yeah.
Like what brought you like to Central Florida?
Well, so my uncle lived here. I was about 18 and 19 when I moved down here. I came down here a couple of times. I went to actually to school down here. I went to Lake Howell for about a year.
Okay.
And then went back up to New York, and just had a bunch of I didn't hang out with the best kids over there in Little Italy in the Bronx. My dad was like, "Get the hell out of here, go live with your uncle." I came down here, worked for him at the pizza shop, which we ended up opening Anthony's right here in Thornton Park back in '97.
Oh,
I
shit.
think I was like 19 to 20. So I stayed down here and just became my home. I loved the neighborhood. When I moved here to Thornton Park, I just fell in love with the neighborhood, all honesty. Like I had lived down here before. He had lived on like the outskirts of Winter Park or whatever, and I just wasn't crazy about it. But when I moved to Thornton Park, fell in love. Downtown, Thornton Park, it felt like home. So we opened up the pizza shop. I worked for him for about 2 or 3 years maybe, and then I was about to move back up to New York. I had a business opportunity up there, open up a restaurant, whatever. Yeah, I got a lot of people to believe in me, so the money was there for me.
Right.
And my uncle was like, "Why don't you just partner up with me?" So partnered up with him at Anthony's, and we ended up opening a bunch of other pizza shops here and there. And we'd open them up, we'd run them for a year or so, and flip them to guys that work for us or whatever.
Oh shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So a lot of you see these Anthony's pizzas everywhere. Like either myself, my uncle, or my cousin Christopher, which is my uncle's kid, had their hand in it. You know what I mean? But we never like franchised it or anything. It was like, oh, Marky's working for us. So he does a good job. He wants to be a business owner. Here, you can buy this from us. Whatever. We're moving on to the next.
So let me ask you this: who came up with the concept? Because like it's if I'm not mistaken, you guys have a magnet deal. Like if you have a certain amount of magnets, you get a free pie.
Yeah, I don't remember who we bought a place off of that was doing that, and we loved it. So we just started doing that. You get 10 magnets, you get a free pizza.
Damn.
Like that. The whole thing behind that was, you're just gonna fill up a fridge. You know what I mean? And they see that every time they walk by. It was marketing.
Yeah.
I have 40 of those probably sitting around my house somewhere.
Yeah, my ex's side of the fridge is just filled. I'm like, can we get a fucking pizza?
Yeah.
Can you cash them in at any Anthony's, Johnny?
The what?
Can you pretty much cash them in at any Anthony's or not?
It got real complicated the last 5 or 6 years. What I mean? There's so many different owners, and that's why the next one's not going to be called Anthony's.
Yeah.
But,
We'll give you that. The next one's not called Anthony's.
We'll give you that. You broke that news. But
So continue on with your origin story, dude. Let's. I want to get to the point where you guys came in with the Cavallinis.
So all right. So had the pizza shop, worked it for a few years. Friends with Butchie. He had moved to the neighborhood. He'll give you his backstory. And he lived around here and hung out and did laundry at the little laundromat right here next to Burton's. Met him at Burton's, and
At the time, I was at the Marriott. I was a banquet chef at the Marriott, and he was trying to get me for a while to leave where I was at to come work for him.
So before that, like the old owner of Burton's, I was friends with him. He was friends with him. A mutual friend introduced us. He's like, I call this guy Philly. I'm like, oh, you're from Philly. What's up? You're my part of the world, We hate each other, but what's up, man?
I hated that people call me Philly too, by the way.
And he told me that right away. So I would always call him John or Cavo or something,
Everyone's rocking their team. I'm flipping mine over right now. Fuck it.
Yeah,
As you should.
So we ended up becoming friends, you know what I mean, and just hanging out and whatever. And he tells me, oh, my brother's moving down here. I'm like, all right. He's like, you got to get him a job. Like I told him he's got a job when he comes down here. I'm like, yeah, we'll get him something to do, like whatever, And I was like, what's your brother do? He's like, he cuts trees, but he can do anything, I was like, all right.
Marky was bartending up north at the time.
I was going to say, Marky, you were a landscaper?
I was a bartender, and I worked on a
tree surgeon.
I worked on a tree surgeon crew, so I ran we would do like big takedowns, like storm jobs.
Okay.
A
lot of work down here.
Southeastern Pennsylvania area. So we ran like cranes, big chipper trucks, bucket trucks, clearing jobs for construction sites. So I was doing that while I was bartending and going to college.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ. You're, again, real man with pubes over here.
Man.
I just had nose hair, no pubes.
What age was your first pube?
Probably 18.
Close your ears, Anthot.
Oh, shit. Who we got in the subject right here? We got Leslie Joe. The curly fries are legit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Leslie Joe.
Thank you.
But all right, so going back to it, you got Mark coming into town.
So,
you already got talking it up with Butchie.
So Marky moves down here. He comes down here. He starts working for DoorDash delivery, which is
it was doorstep delivery.
Doorstep.
They were they started off with like 8 drivers and 2 dispatchers, and then eventually got bought up by Grubhub.
Okay.
Yeah, it ended sadly with me and like two dispatchers were all just sitting alone.
That's right.
That was my man Andrew Brown.
So
man.
wait, you were out right when I left, right?
Yeah,
or you
I
came
was
in
there,
right when I left.
I was there till the very end, until like 2 more shifts, and I said, I'm not doing this.
Hey, man, they were ahead of their
forgot
time for
about
that
that.
stuff, though.
Oh, man, we were epic, and man, no, they cashed out on that.
It
Man,
paid
they
my
got
bills
good.
when I first moved here, for sure.
Yeah.
It was a struggle, but Johnny could finish the rest of that. I pretty much was begging him for a job behind the bar, and he wanted to hire a girl, but...
So, Marky's like, all right, I want to come in, I want to bartend, I want to do this, I want to do that. I was like, yeah, that's cool. And we were giving, like, I don't know what, I told him he could come work in the kitchen. He's like, I don't want to do that, I was like, all right, whatever. Like, well, right now I got, I had bartenders. I couldn't fire anybody. My bar at Anthony's was small, I wasn't going to just can somebody. I had my sister there, a couple other people. Somebody ended up getting...
Shout out to Liz.
Shout out to Liz. So somebody ended up getting canned. Liz is on like 18 days straight or something like that, working at the bar, and I walk over to Marky and he'll start filling you in on the rest. I walk up to Marky one night at Burton's, and I'm like, dude, when can you start? He's like, I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I'm like, tomorrow you start.
Wasn't that 4th of July?
I love my sister. We have the typical brother-sister relationship, you know what I mean? But
man.
18 days straight, it was just a lot.
Actually,
like,
if this timing is right, it was this week exactly 13 years ago.
yeah, there you go. So,
shit.
Yeah.
So he comes in, he works a couple of shifts, and 4th of July rolls around. I'm old school, man. We're just running the business like, yo, you're working 4th by yourself.
God damn.
We got 100,000 people around Lake Eola for fireworks.
I got smoked.
I bet, man.
I was like, I'll help you. I'll
I've
wash
never
the dishes.
been behind before. People are ordering martinis. We're like 5 deep. I got nobody running drinks. I got service bar for the entire restaurant.
I'm in the kitchen laughing my ass off, going, Marky's getting smoked out there, bro.
Dude,
Yeah, I was back in the kitchen, man.
I was sweating in people's drinks. Like I was watching it run off my nose and drop into their martinis. There's a little extra love there.
Hey, a little extra salt.
The tequila shots got that extra rim they needed.
So I got to say this, Mark. So you this legit happened. Like you were just laughing your ass off watching these.
Oh, I was getting smoked in the back too, though. Like, I had 65 tickets hanging, but I've already been there at that point, and I had a little help. I knew he was out there by himself.
Listen, that's not. Butchie's got the hard. Don't let him fool you. He's got the hardest job out of the 3 of us. Whatever we do, business-wise, this and that. Like we'll get back into how the partnership started, but he's got the hardest job out of all of us. He works way harder than all of us do. I'll just say
Thank you for that, John.
Yeah, well, it's truth.
He's really good.
How old were
never
you when
gonna
you got
say
your
it.
first pubes?
Huh?
How old were you when you got?
I haven't gotten them yet. my nuts still haven't dropped, man.
Oh, my lord.
But yeah, back to it. Sorry about that.
So yeah, so I mean, we worked. So we have a ton of stories, working over the years together. But like literally, as soon as Marky moved down here, even before he started working, like we almost became best friends immediately. Like, we're just hanging out. He's this kid from Philly. I'm about 10 years old.
Marky was a yo boy too, though. He had the wife beater shirt on with the Italian horn. He had his ears tucked under his Phillies hat backwards.
We went through a couple of things.
Jean shorts that hung like all the way down to my ankles almost.
He looked ridiculous.
We won't get into any details, but I think one of the first nights we actually hung out together was Easter Sunday, and we got into a brawl together.
Oh, shit.
And he was like, the fuck, where did I come to? I left Philly for this. So it was like,
I didn't even know what was going on. I was just following Johnny and punching anyone that was around the person that he punched, I was punching them.
Well, yeah, let's stop it at that. But like, so we like.
Well, I gotta say that real quick. Like, I think that's like just a northern thing in general. Like, if shit goes down,
punch people in the face.
Well, actually, to be honest with you, they started with us. We did not. We were smoking.
We didn't start anything.
Like the second, say your boy gets into shit, like you start throwing down no matter what.
That's the way it should be everywhere.
So for us, it was more of I really respected the way that family was. I had met their mom and their dad briefly, and I just heard stories about the way their family is. And I'm a Catholic Albanian. I grew up same way, big family, whatever, and I just respected all that, and that's kind of what bonded us to begin with, was the family aspect of everything. And that's why, like, our slogan here is, it's a family thing. We haven't put it up anywhere or anything, because we don't want to confuse people, and they're coming here with kids at a bar unless...
Plus, I think, isn't Olive Garden, it's a family thing, too?
When you're here in a family. It's basically a general, like a direct...
Sorry, Olive Garden.
but like...
That's your slogan, bitch.
You just need to take more Italian, and you go...
When we were hammered,
you know what I mean? Just a little extra, and then you got it.
We were hammered in Butchie's backyard coming up with our concept. That's what we kept saying, going back. It's a family thing.
Family thing. Oh.
So fast forward, we had always talked about, me and Butchie had always talked about opening a place together. And me and Marky had always talked about opening up a bar together. And we're just, we actually started looking at Marky's wife, Jessica, pushed us. She's like, you guys keep talking about this, just do it. Like, I had opened
She basically
up.
calls a bunch of pussies.
Yeah. She's like, you guys are fucking lame. You've been talking about this for, 8-10 years now. What the fuck have you done to even begin to go in the right direction? She's like, just do something. And then we started writing notes down. And
put together a quick little business.
Yeah, a little business plan, slapped it together, and...
in about 4 months, we signed the lease.
Yeah, it was like 3 months. We just started getting, places were just kind of dropping in our lap. Like, let's go look at this, see if we can lease this, see if we can afford that. And then we initially looked at Dexter's.
Right.
And then it wasn't going to unfold the way we wanted to, because we would need to get open quicker than it would take to get that open.
Okay.
So
that and a lot of other things.
We decided to shelf the idea until the new year. But then we got a phone call about this place, the very next day.
Pretty close.
I mean, we kind of knew about it before that, but we
didn't know when. Yeah. So we were planning on being kind of chill until January. But then come November or late October, we got the phone call. And then we came and looked and did the handshake deal.
Yeah, we inked the lease probably right around Halloween, I think it was.
Yep. It was right before Halloween.
Yeah. Yep.
And what year was this?
2019.
2019. Okay.
Soft opened for Marky's birthday the Sunday before Thanksgiving that year, and then official full opening is right around Johnny's birthday. We did it January 1st, 2020. Yeah. Perfect timing, right before COVID. But it makes it easy to remember the dates. And then we were shut down St. Patty's Day, and then we were allowed to reopen 25% Cinco de Mayo.
May, yeah.
Right on Cinco de Mayo is when we were allowed to reopen at 25%.
We literally hired a guy at the door with a clicker.
Yeah.
Counting heads, making sure people outside. We have like family members outside. Like you can't come in.
Can't come in.
You know, like,
we pulled all the bar stools out. Took away. If you remember when we first opened, there was that big island in the middle that was actually into those two pillars. We cut that out. And just got rid of a bunch of shit. Put kegs up on tables to separate everybody.
It was what it was. It could have been worse. Like a lot of the bars were shut down. We have really good friends. That,
I remember, and like you guys knew my ex at the time. She also got affected by the whole thing, over there at Sportstown. And I remember coming in here, seeing all the separation, and like actually having to order before like getting here, so I didn't have to wait that long with the window and everything.
Yeah, we had that door open, and we had the butterfly door open, and we had the Cavo's door open. I remember when we had like a long conversation. We actually were at the stage where we were 6 feet apart. You Yeah. So weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Times.
and I'm sitting here, I was like, how's your Philly cheesesteak? And I'm just being a dick, you know what I mean? And it's like very antisocial for me to even talk to people, especially during COVID at this time. And I'm like, hey, I know you.
Were you still drinking back then?
No.
Okay.
No. That shit stopped in like 2019 or something.
Yeah.
Could have been worse. Could have been up north, man. And places still aren't recovered up there.
Yeah.
It was, for us, though, we had a different perspective on it. You know, it was stressful, but, like, their dad's a veteran, Joe Cav. Shout out Joe Cav.
Joe Cav.
You know, like, you had a lot of guys, you know, in past generations that, I mean, most people got drafted.
Right.
You know, we went through a few months of a shutdown, COVID, this, that. Like, we didn't go to war to a whole different country.
My parents and my grandparents were called to war by their government. Our government at this time was asking us to put on masks and try to not let people be dickheads for a few months.
It was a
different bad.
It was a different kind of warfare at this point.
I didn't know what to do with myself. All I did was become a bigger dick on Twitter. That's all that changed. I was just like, I'm angry right now. You fucking people, you know.
We talked about this on the first show, Patsy, when we shut down. When we were quarantined. Like, you know, it was weird. Like, it actually kind of, in the weirdest, strangest way, like, it helped the business a little bit because, you know, that's when we started running all of our specials and doing different shit to try to stay alive. And that's our name got out because it's like, oh, Cavo's is open. Not a lot of places were open.
They weren't.
But we were. And it was like, next thing you know, we got a line out the door. And people were sitting around on the curbs shoving the food in their face. And it's like 2 entrees and a bottle of wine for like $25. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And it was weird how it, in a way, I never want to say it was good, but it got our names out a little bit.
It was beneficial.
Yeah, well, so we bonded with the neighborhood.
Yeah.
We've always been close with our neighborhood, but like it was just kind of a bonding experience with the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, we ain't leaving you. We're here. You know what I mean?
And same with them.
Yeah,
they didn't leave us.
Yeah, they didn't
showed
leave
up
us.
every day.
Neighborhood's been strong.
They could have cooked at home. They showed up every day and bought and spent money.
And that wasn't just for us. That was any business in the neighborhood. Our neighborhood supported any business that had their doors open. They were going in, even if they didn't want to spend the money. Like, well, we got to drop $30 here. We got to drop $30 there. We got to drop, you know, just, and they would just walk around and buy their shit. They probably had freezers full of food of all the places they went to. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I remember at one point it was your Facebook posts. It was every day was a special, and it was always bringing me.
Still is like that for the most part.
And I freaking love that because.
And our Delco people up in Philadelphia were a big part of that too. You know that story too. Right?
It was a shocker that you guys were open and you guys stayed open throughout the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I remember riding my bike from my office because I was trying to lose weight like a fat ass, and riding my bike through downtown and it was creepy.
Yeah.
Going through downtown at that time because it was a fucking ghost town.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
tumbleweeds, man. Tumbleweeds.
Dude, yeah.
The city didn't sound like a city. It sounded like 28 Days Later or a zombie film. Fucking apocalypse. It was so weird.
Right.
Because the planes weren't flying over.
Eerie.
It was fucking dead, quiet.
Did you imagine that in the middle of Manhattan?
Yeah.
I know.
Dude, I was getting a Daytona in 25 minutes.
Yeah, no shit.
If you give Daytona a bad batch of meth, it's quiet for like 4 hours.
We actually got some comments coming in right here. We got Ann Cavallini saying, "Oh, love you, Johnny."
I'm
And then we have Chelsea once again. Didn't you do a first responder special or something too?
Yeah.
And I wanted to.
I'll let Marky talk on that. His homeboy talks about that.
So we ended up labeling it the Delco Connection because we had a bunch of my friends were supposed to come down the week after St. Patrick's Day. Like, I'm talking about guys I went to elementary school with, old friends, and I mean family at this point. And they called and they were like, you know, what are you gonna do? And honestly, at that time, we didn't really know. You know, we were like, I have no clue. You know, we might have to shutter our doors in the next week or two.
When they shut the NBA down, we put together a game plan.
Yeah, we just didn't know. So I woke up one morning to like $1,000 in my Venmo. I'm like, what the hell is this? From my friend up in Philly, up in Delco, and he's like, he's now retired, but at the time he was a counterterrorism police officer for Philadelphia.
Okay.
And he's like, look, I want you to take this money. He goes, this isn't a donation. What I want you to do with it is I want you to buy meals for anyone on the front line of this down there, whether that be doctors, police officers, firefighters, paramedics, 911 operators, whatever.
Right.
He's like, find some contacts and just start allocating meals to these people with these funds. It's a win-win. And it turned into this whole thing we ended up calling the Delco Connection. We ended up raising like $7,800. And how many meals did we put out?
Buddy, I can't even remember, man.
nuts.
I mean, we were doing 40, 50 at a time, 40, 50 sandwiches at a time.
It was nuts.
To the hospitals, to the doctors, to the 911 operators.
Yeah.
That was the
And by-
difference. Those few weeks we were closed.
Yeah, 100%. And then by the time we were coming out of the end of that, we were in a position again to help make some of our own contributions just solely from us because we survived it and we were starting to come back open slowly. And it turned out to be a really, really awesome thing, and we made a lot of great connections.
And not only that too, but
time.
once people in Orlando found out about it, because we did the news called it Wyndham.
Yeah.
And then people in Orlando started chipping in.
Yeah.
Our neighborhood, our community started chipping in, and that's when
From everywhere, man.
And that's when Cavo's became a neighborhood name.
Yeah, 100%. And that's
goosebumps, man. I'm getting goosebumps.
It became above just the normal chatter that you hear that like the city talks about. You know what I mean? That's how you can see those who stick it out who don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They keep talking about you. They keep talking about you. And you guys have always done that kind of stuff, which is really appreciated by the community.
Yeah. We're trying to continue, like whenever we have extra, me and Butch a lot of times will run down to the church or the shelter, drop off some
bread and
stuff.
stuff.
Pat myself on the back. It just is what it is. We want to take care of specifically the 32801 for sure because it's where we kind of laid our first roots and obviously we want to take care of all of Orlando.
Yeah.
But it's kind of where we laid our first roots, me and Butchie and Johnny. It's where we opened our first business together as brothers. Yeah. It has a special place in our heart, 32801. I worked at years for Casey's. Me and Johnny owned Chico's together.
I remember when you worked at Casey's.
Yep.
We were good friends back then.
Yeah. I mean, I bartended at Burton's. I was a chef at Anthony's forever. And
we obviously we met at Burton's probably prior to that,
yeah.
And we got a lot of love for this area, and he actually mentioned it earlier. This is our home now. We're laying our roots here, and the Bronx and Ridley Township and Delaware County and South Philly might always be a piece of us, but
there'll always be a piece of
home.
This is home for us now. This is where we're raising our families, and it's important, and we want to keep it that way.
No, like you guys have become a staple, like literally within 3 years. I mean, besides of all the work and all the other projects that you guys were involved in, like Cavo is the fucking staple of Thornton Park. I mean, believe me, you know me. You see me everywhere. I'll drink everywhere. I'll do everything everywhere. But like, the environment here is like, for me, is a chill, is a relaxing kind of thing. Like if I wanted to go drink and get stupid hammered, okay, yeah, I'll go here, I'll go there. But like, hey, I want to relax. I think I bring more dates here than anything.
You do. I see the booth you sit in all the time. So when you mean more dates, so like 2, right? Like that's like. You mean the 2 dates you've had in 6 years? Yeah, I've seen both of them.
That's our whole thing. We want you to feel like you're walking into your living room.
Yeah.
Well, you guys
100%.
all know him very well. So do you guys judge him behind the bar in the kitchen? Did you see the?
We don't judge anybody. We're not in a position to be judging.
I
live in a glass house, pal.
I live in a glass village, bro. I don't.
I'm not even entitled. I'm just an asshole. I'll just say it.
I'm waiting for some people to start making comments about stuff we've done.
We own it.
Yeah, we do.
Well, no. Here's what I want to do because I know I see Homeboy setting up, and I don't want to cross the streams or anything like that.
No, you're good. He can wait for a few minutes. He's fine with waiting.
I want to give you the spotlight, Butchie. All right, not that we're going to talk about you, but I want you to set off the trigger that's going to start the story about Johnny.
Jesus, man, I hate when you put me on these spots, bro. What do you want me to say now? What?
So I know, like, you guys own up to like crazy adventures or something wild or something embarrassing, but like, what is one thing that Johnny has done in the past year and a half that like has still stuck to your head?
Fucking hell, man, I don't know.
Do you want an easy question? Because I can ask you guys why.
It's all kind of normal.
Patsy, that's a tough question. I'm trying to think.
We get involved in like even we just do things that are like.
Oh, I got one. No, I don't have one.
It's all normal.
Strike that from the record.
3 of us, so it's like you would have been sitting on your front stoop back home up north. You know what I mean? You had 3 kids just talking about something. You just go do it.
Yeah.
Same thing we do.
Pat, I gotta be honest with you, man. There's absolutely nothing jumping out of me right now.
I mean, besides like minor kitchen accents, or like you drop a pot of sauce and it splashes on yourself, or peanut falling over the onions.
Yeah, I mean, damn, Pat, I hate when you do that shit to me, man. I honestly, nothing jumps out of me.
I can tell you.
I have stories, but I ain't putting them out in the air.
I can tell you about one of the first times that me and Johnny hung out.
Whoa.
I won't.
Easy with the.
I won't give the exact
legal
location. No, we're good. But me and Johnny
You were
don't
10
forget,
years out of that assault charge.
I've grown out of this shit. You know what I mean?
There's no violence involved.
I'm still pretty hot-headed.
There's no violence involved in this story.
You guys don't have the statute of limitations.
I'm
to
as old
wait.
school as
you
they come, pal.
guys are all good. Philly's done, man. It's behind you.
I'm watching the Braves Phillies right now.
Yeah?
Get their shit together.
But this was before I was even using marijuana.
Using marijuana?
Yeah, no.
Jesus, you're
listen, I'm
dad.
a dad now.
Smoking drugs.
Smoking drugs. But me and John had a late night. We were out late, and we had come to an intersection where there was the roads were going to be closed the next day.
Oh, this was great.
So they had all the barricades stacked up against a telephone pole. It was like 4 a.m. Nobody had set anything up yet. So it was a busy road. We completely blocked it with barricades.
Well, we blocked 4 roads so we could see these people keep driving around the same block.
So we blocked
in
all 4
circles.
roads of the intersection.
And we sat there with beers
fucking
for
trolls.
2 or 3 hours.
Just seemed to backing up, going
and
forward,
watching
backing
people
up.
speed in because usually they just blow through this intersection and like slamming on their brakes for 4 hours. We watched police officers literally back up and go around the block. Like 5 a.m.
It was
Slugging coldies watching the idiots
I've
out
never
there.
laughed so hard in my life. We were just sitting there like,
There's no
So yeah, we
simplest,
illegally
dumbest
blocked the
thing that's so
road
funny.
somewhere on a busy street in Orlando, Florida.
That's insane. No, I love that shit. I love that shit.
That
was very PG, by the way.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it. It's basically my feeble attempt to like get that hardcore story out on the air. But
you can hear the hardcore story off the air.
Okay.
You can't hear it on
You got to be Larry King on. You got to be Larry King on mic, and you got to let them. These people know things, Pat.
I know.
Obviously,
know
my
who
aunt
you
and my
you
cousin's wife-
dipshits. I was like, don't ask their innermost secrets. You can't have the enemy giving us their secrets.
My aunt, my cousin, obviously my mom are all listening. God knows who else is listening. They ain't going to hear all the good stuff.
Because we've had a solid couple of viewers so far. Like we got Debbie, we got Chelsea, we got Melly Ann.
Yeah, it's Mel.
It's Mel. She
She
works
works
here.
here.
Oh shit! Okay, my
Hi,
bad.
Melly.
And then Aunt Deb. Sounds like Aunt Deb's out there. What's up, Aunt Deb?
And then
Aunt
you got Dottie in there.
Aunt
We got-
Dot.
No, but that's awesome, man, dude. Okay,
Chelsea up in the Poconos.
Chelsea's our cousin.
you were about to say something.
Yeah, how has It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia referenced your life, and to what degree? I'm going to ask.
I mean, other than it's just a funny ass show.
Okay.
Super fun. Yeah.
I mean, Joe Cav kind of acts like Frank
A
sometimes.
little bit. He does. He's a taller version of Joe. He's Frank.
Taller
Yeah.
DeVito.
You know secretly that you can build a cast of It's Always Sunny with your personal life. I just want you to take that home as homework. And
For the next one?
no, just for you. That's for your own adventure, and you'll love your life. I promise.
Oh, I could probably
Peanuts
reel it
Charlie.
off. I get reeled off right now.
So now let's talk about something that's going on here in Orlando that affects, honestly, I think everyone at this. No, it does affect everyone at this table, and it's the shameless plug in regards to Orlando Weekly. How many nominations did Cavo's get in regards to Orlando Weekly Best of 2022 for this year?
Yeah.
Bartender, baby. Markaj.
Yeah.
17.
You got 17 nominations. Do you
Yeah.
know them off the top of your head?
Nope, I have them on my phone.
That's fine. No, it's all good.
We got some weird ones though.
Really?
The more interesting ones would be best
Best bathroom?
Oh,
You-
really?
That 2 times. Best bar bathroom and best
bar
restaurant.
best restaurant bathroom.
We got best wait staff.
Best wait staff.
Absolute
That's
truth.
good. Yeah.
It's
Our
absolute
wait
truth.
staff is badass.
Yeah,
man.
we had great people.
You know, I
who work
got
for us.
there's at least 7 people that here have been here since day 1.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We don't have a high turnover rate.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I come.
Best cheesesteak, best restaurant in Thornton Park, best Italian restaurant.
Italian
Bad
restaurant's a
cheesesteak,
little
man.
funny to me.
But it's on there.
Yeah.
With the best beef gravy fries, do you guys have that category?
As soon as they get a category
Yeah.
for it, yeah.
Best alternate treats. That's it. Fucking beef gravy fries. I came here with Anthony one time and we ate that, and he was like, "I got heartburn." And I was like, "It doesn't matter."
We got Nexium in the back.
Yeah, we carry heartburn pills in the bag. Free of charge.
Sweet.
But no, it's when you say that, because this place has become a meetup for a lot of groups.
Yeah.
I know like some people from JR come out here. I know the Real Radio people come out as well.
Yep.
The News Junkie fans is like, this is like
Shout out to the News Junkie.
Yeah, we love
Shout
those
out
guys
News
too.
Junkie.
Yep.
every time like there's something going on in downtown, and like I'll run. I'm not a huge junkie meetup dude. Every now and then I'll go if my schedule allows it. But every fucking time these assholes get together, oh, we got to go to Cavo's. We got to go to Cavo's. It's always in the chat group.
You're
Sabrina's
part of the
been one of
cult.
our friends since day one.
You guys
We've
are
known
part of the
Sabrina
cult.
for probably 12 to 13 years now at
Actually,
this point.
do you remember when Sabrina was when you were still hanging out? Sabrina was working at Anthony's.
Yes, I remember.
Back when I was bartending
She didn't
there.
like me back then. I was kind of a dick. I was like, give me Stoli while I'm waiting for my pizza. I was like, so stupid. Who the fuck thinks Stoli before pizza?
She was just telling me yesterday how much she loves you now, though.
Yeah! High five! I'm not a dick anymore. At least certain people.
Yeah, and also Chelsea in the chat saying best cheesesteak hands emoji with the 4 dots in the middle. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. But no, dude, congratulations. Every one of those nominations, well deserved. I know I voted for you guys on a couple of those categories.
You got our vote too, by the way.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate that because like we love doing this thing. We love doing our other projects as well, and it's fun. It's honest to God, it's fun getting recognized by the community. And I know for you guys, I mean, you guys fucking feed the community. You guys entertain the community. You guys give drinks to the community.
We're part of the community.
You are the community.
We're part of it.
You're not the community center, though.
It goes back
You
to
don't
the
have
same.
programs.
It goes back to the same thing with like the wait staff and the bartender and everybody and the cooks and everybody's been working here since day one. That Marky says is they don't work for us. They work with us.
They work with us. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
like we're part of it.
That's
You know what I
beautiful,
mean?
man. That
That's
really.
what, when
was that
Coleman
tagline
heard
again?
when Coleman heard we were opening a pizza spot, he's like, "Oh, congrats! I can't wait to come eat." I'm like, "You're coming back to work, bitch."
Speaking of Coleman, he just texted me.
We miss you, Coleman, if you're listening.
Heisenberg.
Pizza
Heisenberg.
Heisenberg.
Yeah, he's
That's
texting
true.
me right now. He's like, "Oh, it's about time those guys got you to get on the air." He was here for the first one, actually. Yeah, he sat over there and listened to us.
I remember like when we were doing that because here's the thing, like when it comes to like this time frame of Orlando Weekly, I want to get out there as much as possible, talk to as many nominees as I can, and we actually were like, is it cool? And I think either you or Butchie were telling me like I got to get Coleman's blessing before we do the show.
The first one, yeah.
First
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
the
yeah.
first time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coleman's daughter was a godsend to me in Daytona. She pretty much helped me run the restaurant down there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not
Nice.
his biological daughter, but his daughter, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maddie. Shout out Maddie.
Not eight.
Not right.
But as we're wrapping up, guys, I had some other stories I don't want to talk to you, but news related. But fuck the news. It's all about you guys right now.
Why would we talk about the news at all? We're in a sports bar, you jackass. So
Trigger conversations, dude. Trigger
Do
conversations.
you want them to know what Trump 2024 looks like?
I'm not
No,
even
dude.
talking-
None of
I'm
these
not even
people care
going
about
down
our-
that
I'm not even stepping foot in that
I'm
category.
not even talking about that
See,
one.
that's
Fuck.
exactly that. What do you want to talk about the news for? Come on.
All
let's
right,
let's
fuck.
talk about this game over here. This is the one making him wince.
Well, look, fuck the news. Fuck the news. Let's give it all up to. I'm going to give you. You know what? I'm not going to put you on the spotlight first. I'm going to give it up to you, Johnny. Give us like your final thoughts right now as we're wrapping up the show. Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to say? Anything you want the people to hear?
I mean, not really, We got a pizza place coming up soon. We can plug that. But, other than that, just, keep supporting the community.
Is it still around this area?
Yeah.
We'll be in the south downtown area.
Okay.
We took over the old Mediterranean Blue location.
Oh, okay, sweet. We're gonna fucking hang out now.
Other than that, get out and vote. Don't just sit around and complain about things
Vote
and
local.
not do something.
Yeah.
Vote local.
Voting local is the most important thing.
National doesn't affect us. We're just here.
I mean, I don't know.
It does.
It kind of has. We won't get into all that. But,
I was just playing devil's advocate there.
No, but anyway, but I don't know. There's not really I want to plug. We got our neighborhood, man. We got our people. We got, we're happy. Everything's going well.
Yep.
Can't complain.
I think. Holy fucking.
Spread love, baby.
He just reminded me about something. You guys are part of the chili cook-off this coming week.
Yes,
right?
we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that too because we're doing some stuff with them as
Are
well.
you going to be there?
So,
I'm there.
All right,
So-
cool.
That's all I'm going to say.
real quick, I got to plug.
Are you cooking?
No.
Butchie's chili is the second best chili I've ever had in my life.
Okay.
Yep.
Who's the first?
Oh.
Joe Cavallini.
Joe Cav's
Oh, his dad's chili. He does an Italian type of chili.
style
Won't
chili.
give me the recipe.
Home run.
He does an Italian type of chili.
I am going to put that in my notes, just so you're aware.
Maybe I'll have Dad make. Oh, Phillies are up to hit a home run. Might actually have Dad put in some chili.
I mean, you know.
Because they're looking for it.
They
They're
are, yeah.
looking for
What
another
chili
spot or
I've
two.
ever had.
They
Joe
asked me to do another 10. I'm like,
So wait, what are you doing then?
I'm doing something there.
You can't tell us what you're doing?
I can't say. I'm
He was just making notes with his imaginary pin pad, though.
But he keeps asking us what we're doing.
All right. So cornbread or like Italian bread or French bread with your chili for dipping?
Ooh. I've always been a fan of the little saltine crackers.
Ah, a little oyster cracker
Oyster
deal.
crackers.
Yeah.
Oyster crackers. But I've never had what you just said right there, the second one, the Italian.
Cornbread
Butter
or
Italian bread. The best.
Never had that.
You'll have it. You'll have it this week.
Okay.
That's why I'm taking first place.
Awesome.
You lived in Chicago forever and never had Italian bread? You fucking, what are you, a mook? You never had Italian bread?
I grew up on the north side with all the Spanish folks. We didn't see that much Italian. The only thing,
You know what
the
garlic
only
toast
resemblance.
is?
Chef Boyardee.
Do you know what garlic toast is?
No.
Wow, okay. Guys, we need to go back to the kitchen and make him some fucking Texas toast in context.
Butchie, as we're wrapping up, man, your final thoughts, bro.
My final thoughts are kind of like just same thing. Go out, support local, spend money at local places. If they screw up, don't roast them on Yelp. Ask a manager, speak to a manager before you hop on there and you kill them for a minor mistake. I posted the other day about how people go to McDonald's all the time and they screw their shit up 6,000 times and you still support them. Then all of a sudden, a local place screws up once and I'm never going back there ever again. Well, you know what? You're an asshole. Go out, support local. If they make mistakes, they're shorthanded, they need help. Be patient, be polite. Again, go out and vote. Vote on what you believe in. And that's it. And get ready for football season because we got some things coming. We got more TVs coming.
Go Giants.
We're going to be doing some new brunch items.
I'm going to say it, but it's not going to mean anything. Go Bears, but like that means
We
shit.
got plenty of Chicago guys.
Yeah, we got a lot of Chicago.
We got to come plenty of Chicago.
We got some new menu shit coming up.
Chicago beef today.
Yeah,
Chicago
I did
beef's our
Chicago
special
beef today, yeah. In honor of you.
It's phenomenal.
If you followed us on Facebook, you would know.
Dude, I have been.
I can't wait till this is over so I can eat
Oh my
one.
God! Can I get an order of that like right now?
Absolutely you can.
You didn't know Chicago beef was on special?
I didn't know Chicago beef was on special.
He did that for you.
Dude, okay, all day today I've had to make 7 different flyers.
I didn't
for
tell him. I
almost
figured
all
he
these
I figured he would
fucking
look at it on Facebook.
I had to make flyers. I've had to edit videos. I've had to do freaking analytics like a motherfucker because that's other.
You know what I hear? I hear.
My bad. I'm gonna have
Well,
it.
you can have one when you get out of here, brother.
I can't wait. And Marky, your final thoughts as we're wrapping up.
First and foremost, thank you guys for coming out and keeping us in mind. Thank you for your support.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna echo pretty much what these guys said. We're about the community, and we're going to do what we do to stay in business and keep working hard. My brother brings a lot to the plate in the kitchen, obviously, and me and Johnny does a little bit of both, and we're going to make sure that we have our customer service on point the best we can. And we're just very thankful for you guys, very thankful for the Thornton Park neighborhood and the downtown neighborhood, everyone from the Lodge to Casey's to Finn Henry's to all of us that
Burton's, the 808s,
Burton's,
all
808, like everyone that supported us all the way through everything, all the places we worked.
Casey's, baby. Casey's.
Yeah, Casey's.
Casey. Shout out to Casey's.
Yeah.
Kelly.
I mean, we really were able to shout out to Johnny because he's the one that kind of put us in play and really got us to start laying our roots.
I'm like Al Pacino and Scarface. Who put this together, huh?
I work in construction.
It's funny. Nathan Bassett just came into the comments and said, "Hell, Johnny's has screwed my order up a ton of times, and I still go."
Yeah, he does.
And that follow-up response.
Tell Nate we do that on purpose.
Nah, he's talking about other place.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Aaron, your final thoughts as we're wrapping up.
I'm going to get some Chicago beef and some beefy fries, but I don't know if I can do that in one sitting. So I feel sorry for the open mic. I'm going to fucking blow up later.
I gotta
Bring a
go.
little Philly in there with me.
I gotta go host trivia down the street, so I've had a fucking packed day today.
Yeah,
Be
buddy.
up there for some shots.
Yeah, we'll come up and do a round with you.
We'll fucking do that. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
shout out to those guys as well, Graffiti.
Yeah,
Graffiti Junction. Greg Peters, man.
was very good to us.
Oh yeah, and that's what I love.
Greg-
Like you guys are always bouncing back and forth. Like you guys, like share the love. I'll see you at Burton's. I'll see you at Graffiti. I'll see you all over the place.
That's because they come down to us too.
Yeah, we've made, and that's really what it is. We made friends with them because they come visit, and then they enjoy their time here, and we enjoy talking to them. So we're like, you know what? When we get a break, let's go have a drink with these.
When
guys.
we want to get out of the building for a couple minutes, you just take a walk. You know, you can. Sometimes these walls close in on you. You know, sometimes you just need a 10-minute breather.
Yeah.
Get out, take a walk, even though it's just unbelievably hot outside. But still, just getting out of here and just trying something new and just,
A little bit warm in its face.
yeah.
And my apologies for stopping you every time for a fucking cigarette.
Oh, that's all right. I quit. And I quit, everybody. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore.
Nice.
Mom, I don't smoke anymore.
Yeah. He'll be out back smoking.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about.
But my final thoughts, I want to say thank you so much for these guys showing me some amazing love out here. Shout out to Cavo's. If you have a chance to come on down right here in the, would this be not the heart, the left ventricle?
We are right next to the fountain.
We're actually the ass end of Thornton Park.
You know, maybe we're like
Come down to the butthole of Thornton Park.
the
Enjoy
left
cheese
testicle. If the actual lake is the penis, are we like
We're the back left ball.
I'm sorry, Aunt Dot. Sorry, Chelsea. Sorry. Well, Aunt Deb, you probably think that's hysterical.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure they're all they've been showing the love. The numbers have been there the whole time. So thank you so much for guys watching. As always, if you're not actually, first of all, before I say it, make sure you guys vote Orlando Weekly. You want to show some love through there, because here's the thing: they deserve every single one of those awards. Help us out as well. You already know the nominations. But as always, if you're not laughing, you're not living. Live every day to the fullest, but always do it.
Other side of chaos.
At least he said it this time. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks, guys.